Today, we will talk about how to transplant a plant. Let's have a look at the details. Transplanting is an important part of plant care. Whether you need to move the plant into a bigger pot or outdoors, it is important that you do it right. How you take care of the plant before transplanting is just as important as how you take care of it afterwards. The process itself is simple, but there is a trick to getting it done right. If you don't do it correctly, you could kill your plant. The first method is transferring to a new pot. Water the plant a few hours before you transplant it. This will dampen the soil and make it easier to remove the root ball. Choose a pot that's one size larger than the old pot. It's better to gradually increase the size of your plant's pot as it grows rather than putting it into a giant pot from the start. Fill the new pot with a few inches/centimeters of potting soil. Use enough potting soil so that if you were to set the root ball into the pot, the top of the root ball would sit 1 inch below the pot's rim. Do not use gardening soil. Gardening soil often contains insects, diseases, and fungi. Your plant is not used to these, and it can get sick or die as a result. For the healthiest, happiest plant, look for soil that contains equal parts of rich loam, sand/perlite, and organic matter. Turn the pot upside down, then gently tap the pot. This should loosen the root ball and cause it to slide out of the soil and into your hand. Do not grab the plant by the stem and pull it out. Break the pot instead as a last resort. Slide the root ball out and loosen it if the roots are tangled. Set the root ball into the new pot, then fill it with more soil. Cover the top of the root ball with a thin layer of soil. Water the plant thoroughly. It would be even better if you added some water-soluble fertilizer into the water, but make sure that it's the right kind for your plant. Bring the plant into sunlight over the next couple of days. Do not put the plant in full sunlight right away or you will shock it. Instead, gradually move it into brighter and brighter areas over the next 2 to 3 days. Keep the plant warm, but avoid heat. Move the plant into a larger pot as it grows bigger. How soon you do this depends on how fast the plant grows. Some plants grow faster than others. And the second method is transplanting a plant outside. Research the date when you should move your plant outside. Most plants can only be planted outside during certain times of the year. The date will depend on what gardening zone you live in as well as the type of plant you have. Begin to harden the plant off 2 weeks before the transplanting date. Stop fertilizing 2 weeks before the transplanting date. Reduce watering, but don't omit it. A week before the date, move the plant outside. Leave it outside for 1 hour on the first day, 2 hours on the second day, and so forth. Keep it out of direct wind and sunlight, and water it often during this week. Plan to transplant during the cool part of the day. It would be even better if it is overcast or drizzling. Early morning is a good time, but early evening would be even better. Fill the planting bed with gardening soil. Make sure that the area has enough sunlight/shade for your type of plant. Dig a hole big enough to hold the plant's pot. Turn the pot upside down and slide the root ball out. Leave the plant in the pot if it's made from peat or paper. Instead, cut the sides of the pot so that the roots can reach the fresh soil sooner. Loosen the root ball with your fingers if needed. Place the root ball into the hole. The top of the root ball should be level with the top of the hole. Fill the space around the root ball with more soil and pat it down. Water the plant thoroughly. After this initial watering, water the plant as often as needed. Depending on the type of plant you have, this could be daily, weekly, or only when the top layer of soil is dry. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel if you like our videos.